不是什么杀人成性的青年老魔。不过，厉某心情不好的话，血腥这里也说不定。在下不善杀伐，哎呀，若是遇到刀兵，想让在下出手不难，只是还需借道友一样东西。借何物啊？借你头颅一用。
To all the fellow Taoists present, you've all watched Han Li grow up. Looking back at the very beginning, he was born in a remote mountain village in Longyu. Before age 10, he was just a poor child who, if not chosen by the Seven Mystery Sect, might have been stuck in his hometown forever. But that selection was actually Dr. Mo's plot for possession. He wanted Han Li as a vessel, teaching him the eternal spring arts to nurture and then take over his body. Fortunately, Han Li found the Vial of Heavens. Its liquid accelerated the growth of spirit herbs, helping him boost his cultivation on the surface, reaching the 3rd level. But in reality, the 6th. When Dr. Mo finally tried to possess him, the high cultivation caused the possession to fail, and the old doctor died from soul backlash. Afterward, Han Li fled into the forest with Zhang Ti's puppet, never daring to look back at his hometown again. From the day Dr. Mo revealed his murderous intent, Han Li had only one path left to survive through cultivation. Officially setting foot on the immortal path, a youth from Han village in Longya, life like grass, yet never yielding. Mo's schemes hidden deep, practicing eternal spring in the woodshed in secret. The vial's liquid brings life anew, sword flashing like the breeze in his sleeves. A sudden counterstrike breaks the Dark Master. A wandering soul flees to the barren hills. After escaping the 7 Mystery Sect with the medallion of Master Jinguang found by chance, he finally joined Yellow Maple Valley. Because he cultivated with pseudo-spiritual roots, his speed was much slower than others, and he was often mocked by fellow disciples.
镇门中也是实力至上，毫无公平可言。我一个伪灵根炼气期弟子，怎有人为我主持公道？
To improve his cultivation, he worked in the herb garden by day to earn resources and practiced desperately in his cave by night, even rationing his spiritual rice. The bloodline trial that followed was his first personal experience of the cruelty. In the cultivation world, cultivators in the valley slaughtered each other, and Han Li kept hiding carefully, squeezing into rock crevices against powerful opponents and only drawing his sword when he couldn't hide. During this time, he and Nangong Wan killed the Ink Flood Dragon together, sharing an intimate encounter due to hallucinations from the beast's core. Using the opportunities from the trial, he gathered enough Foundation establishment pills, but was targeted by people in his own sect and only escaped by faking his death. Later, although he became Li Waiwan's core disciple, he never let his guard down, knowing deep down that the cultivation world had no truly peaceful days. When the demonic invasion broke out, Yellow Maple Valley treated its disciples, including Han Li, as sacrificial pawns to save itself, sending them to die against demonic cultivators. He fought for his life, but while saving Nangong Wan, her technique drained his spiritual power, dropping him from Foundation establishment back to chi condensation.
栗子糕好吃啊！
怎么还有人呢？
罢了，当人得到好处，今日就都还给你了。
Luckily, a hidden Great Deluo token allowed him to escape and avoid becoming just another corpse. After crossing the scattered star seas by boat, he arrived at Kuixing Island, where there was no sect protection and resources required, risking his life. To get beast cores, he often sneaked into dens at midnight. Relying on recultivating the triple reincarnation art, his cultivation slowly recovered. Hearing that the heaven vaulting hall held treasures, he blended into the crowd and entered, giving rise to the famous scene Han Li gives way. The hall was full of traps, with the Nascent Soul expert Old Devil's End rampaging inside, while Han Li, as a Foundation establishment cultivator, kept a low profile the entire time. At the critical moment, Old Devil's End greedily tried to force the Shura Sacred Flame and Celestial Blue Ice Flame to merge, resulting in backlash. Han Li seized the chance, releasing the Blood Jade to attack the puppet, using Evil Warding Divine Thunder to suppress the ghost arts, and finally pulling the Heaven Vaulting Cauldron to snatch the Blue Ice Flame and Heaven Mending Pill, counter-killing the devil while fleeing with the cauldron in his arms. Later, when Qian Ren led men to hunt Han Li in the Land of Darkness.
所谓元婴以下第一人，说到底，也不过 是个结丹修士罢了。不如温少主的性命就交与在下如何？
When Qian Ren relied on superior power but had poor close combat experience, while Han Li drew on his martial arts from the 7 mystery sect plus the divine sense, and physique from the great derivation spells, maneuvering through the field of corpses, avoiding brute force, finding a weakness, and killing him with a broken sword, collecting the fallen soul, Han Li finally sighed in relief. The resources needed for the puppet court were gathered at last. After surviving countless hardships, Han Li finally met all the conditions for a pseudo-spiritual route to break through to Nascent Soul. The Herb Garden's manual remains cold. The Bloodline Mountains test the heart's resolve. Demonic flames consume the sect. Alone he crosses the sea, slaying beasts in the scattered star seas, beheading evil on the shores of darkness, biding time in seclusion, tempering the sword's edge.
我走。
Then came 20 years of seclusion in the Falling Cloud sect, the critical period to push for Nascent Soul. Outside the cave, weeds grew tall. Inside, spirit herbs matured by the vial were piled high. By day he practiced the Azure Essence sword art. By night he meditated on the great derivation spells, taking low-tier pills to recover when his energy was spent. At this time, did Han Li think of his sister Han Mei, of Zhang Tai who died at Mo's hands, of Li Faiyu whom he once tricked, of Mo Kaiwan from the Autumn Festival, of his master Li Waiyuan and his seniors at Yellow Maple Valley, of all the struggles along the way? Perhaps he did, or perhaps only the great Tao remained in his heart. Until, in that secret cave of Falling Cloud sect, the Nascent Soul omen appeared, shaking the heavens and earth in the cultivation world. Only after reaching Nascent Soul can one truly be called an old devil. For a rogue with pseudo-roots to reach this far was truly not easy. In the coming era of accounting, Ancestor Han the Big Shot, it's time for the world to give Han an explanation. From humble beginnings to the peak of magic, hiding the soul's light until the king emerges, the path was paved with blood and bone, frost on the cauldron, courage in the blade, breaking through the clouds in a single dawn, commanding the heavens to turn a new page. A new chapter begins.